Brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. First and 10 at the 26-yard line. Mike by 4, Mike. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Check your high read. Why? Get wide. Let's stay 19. 54 is the mark. 54 is the mark. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Set. Let's go.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. For DK Metcalf, we know all about that sprinter speed that he has. It was definitely on display there as he's able to pick up good yardage after the catch. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Jefferson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots, nothing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drives.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Henry again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. It's reeled in by Baldwin. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. This is Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, man, the quarterback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
On first down, Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jefferson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable for Lockett. Touchdown, Seattle. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Powers through him. Gets through, and now an opening. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jefferson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Jefferson, flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He hits Baldwin right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Throwing again on second down. Wilson got a man, and it's Baldwin again. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's caught. Baldwin. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Wilson will throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Wilson, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now a handoff to Henry. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
17's Mike 17. Hey, let's get this. Mike 3. Mike 17.
Off play action. Jefferson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Check. 54.
From the gun, Jefferson. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going deep for Hopkins.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down.
Now Wilson. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Wilson. This is caught. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Off the play fake, Jefferson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now a second down and 6. Back to throw. Jefferson to his left. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike 41. They've got to wedge that, huh?
Wilson wants to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Get in the weight room. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. All right, T, let's 36 power. Switch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as